Somebody said recently that what this terribly dull governor's race needs is another Shorty Price. Who was Shorty Price? Well, let me tell you about him. For a quarter of a century, this 5-foot-tall Price, hence the nickname of Shorty, was the clown prince of Alabama politics. If there was an election, Shorty ran. He never came close to winning, but he sure did liven up the campaigns. Price also loved the Alabama football team. He was the Tide's self-appointed cheerleader, and his exuberant support oftentimes landed him in jail. On one memorable occasion at Legion Field in Birmingham, filled with the spirits as well as the spirit, Price dropped his pants and shorts in front of the grandstand to let thousands of Tennessee fans know how he really felt about them. He got a lot of exposure for that in the media, also 15 days in jail. But it was his outrageous behavior on the campaign trail that earned him his greatest notoriety. Price was a native of Barber County, a neighbor and contemporary of George Wallace, but no fan of Wallace. This was most evident in 1970 when Wallace was locked in the toughest fight of his career with incumbent Governor Albert Brewer. During the spring of 1970, Charles Caton, then the news director and anchorman for WSFA, got a remarkable interview with Price. Here are some clips from that interview. It's vintage Shorty Price. In the first segment, Price is expressing his very unflattering opinion of Wallace.
He is a fake. The truth is not in him. He'll look you in the eye, tell you a lie. He's so slick and conniving, he'll make you believe it, and he come on out there and do what he wants to do. You see, and I call him Little Jesus. He thinks he's in love with George Wallace. He ain't in love with the people of the state of Alabama or the United States. He loved George Wallace.
Price then talked about the taxes which had been imposed by both Wallace and Brewer, none of which he liked.
He said, if you people of Alabama elect me governor, I will not increase taxes. As soon as he got in there and the legislature met, he taxed everything in the sun, everything except the air we breathe and the right to go to the bathroom. That's the only thing that he didn't tax, I'm telling you. And here come little Albert along, and of course he fell in there too. And he's a victim of circumstance when Lurleen passed away, bless her heart. Well, anyway, and so what happened? Little Albert had to carry on. But little Albert put 2 cents on a can of beer. I'm a Budweiser man. I smoke Tampa Nugget cigars, drink Budweiser beer, and vote for Shorty Price.
Finally, Price was asked what would be the first thing he would do in the unlikely event he was elected governor.
Well, the first thing I'd do, I'd cut the governor's cut the term of the legislature, or the tenure of the governor's office down to 2 years. 2 years is long enough for any man to get all that money and steal enough. If he can't steal enough in 2 years to get by the rest of his life, he don't need to be there. He's too stupid. We'll reduce the tenure of the governor's office down to 2 years.
On November 1st, 1980, Price was killed in an automobile accident a few miles south of Montgomery. There'll never be another one quite like him. This is Bob Ingram, Politically Speaking.